are live. Make sure we're live. No mistake, no miscues. This is week 742. We have to have it right.
I think we got it right tonight.
We're right? Right. I'm looking right now. I'm looking to see if we're live.
Yeah.
We're
live, baby.
We're live and it's right.
Really? I don't see
That
it
is
on my Facebook
listen.
page.
That deserves a round of you and I applause.
Okay, yeah, that does. Wow.
Huh?
Yeah, that is. That's a big
You know what?
day.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. First of all, Noah is on all cylinders today.
Yeah.
So he put up a video just an hour ago. It's taken off on Vinny_brand.
Which video?
It's a video of me busting chops at the club. And I'm not gonna tell you what it's about, but I can tell you something right now. I could be making a lot of money at the club.
Oh, yeah.
On the side, I could be making a lot of money. And he put that video up. It's doing very well.
Okay, good.
And, you know, we had a video we put up yesterday that got banned for hate speech. And there's zero hate speech in it.
Yeah.
Yes, it's up on, you can see it on, where can you see it still?
It's on
TikTok.
It's on YouTube though too, I think.
It's on my YouTube channel.
Because it popped up during my workout, which was annoying because, you know, I was trying to get away from you and there you were. In my workout. Always in my business you are.
You're not trying that hard. You're in the living room.
It doesn't matter. I'm still working out with weights. I don't need to see your face popping
All
up
right,
on YouTube.
don't make me go to your weight workout. This is Vicky. No weights in her hands. I'm doing my arms.
But when I'm walking around, I think it's good to constantly do that.
I'm air skiing. It's ridiculous. But Noah's fine. We had to actually put a protest up or a review request.
Right.
Because Instagram pulled the video down. YouTube did not. TikTok did not.
Right.
It's hysterically funny. It's a stand-up piece from, you know, the vintage piece. And Noah pulled it out of, who knows where he gets it. He researches me. And I want Noah to put together on my website, because there have now been 5 or 6
We have one up. I have a whole little list.
of the banned videos. Because when my videos get banned, Vicky, it's
Right.
always ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Well, I'm never saying anything bad.
No.
I'm a nice man. The only person that should ever ban me is you. Because when I get worked up over something,
I would like to ban you.
I know that. Can I tell what happened? Today I got worked up over something.
Oh, worked up is an understatement.
But, okay.
Slamming cabinets, acting like a toddler. That's what you are.
I slammed one cabinet.
No. I was doing the dishwasher, cleaning up, even though when I left the house today.
None of that mess is mine.
No.
I didn't eat today.
Whatever.
I had a smoothie.
And I cleaned that up.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you cleaned Maddie's smoothie.
No. So
yes,
anyway.
because I cleaned up so Maddie could make a smoothie.
No. So even though I wasn't home, when I left the house was clean. Let me finish.
I didn't eat.
So I came home and I said, you had ripped open the box like a bear and just left it.
No, what box?
One of the Amazon things that I
That
ordered.
was you.
I
You were
didn't
there.
open it. No, the sunscreen.
Okay, first
Doesn't
of all,
matter.
let me say one thing. Just because Amazon can deliver a box every day doesn't mean you need to have one every day.
It saves me time from going to the store. So anyway,
So much shit we order.
I come home because I was out with Cassie and I'm cleaning up. I don't say a word. I just start cleaning up, And you're having problems printing. And I said, I'll go wait by the printer. It wasn't working. Then I try to help you. That doesn't work.
No, you did help me. You got it done.
No. Not at first. And then you're slamming things. And I'm trying to do the dishwasher. You go
First
over,
of all,
you slam that.
let me tell my fans something. I wasn't slamming things. I shut one cabinet with a little enthusiasm. Enthusiasm. Because I was mad. Men get mad. I'm a man. That's my pronoun. Man.
And then you say,
Madman.
do you want to come with me for a ride? I say, yes. Next thing I know, you're driving out the driveway. Hello.
My pronoun is man.
Bye-bye. I don't know where you're going. And then you said, I wanted to go for a ride. And I said, you invited me to go with.
My pronoun is mad. My pronoun is man. My adjective, mad. My adjective is mad. Sometimes men get mad. You would not be happy if every now and again I didn't have some emotion other than whatever you want, Vicky.
No, I don't get to that level of of anger that you do.
Vicky, on the scale of 1 to 10.
I don't.
Okay, in the scale of men, on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you assume that was in the broad spectrum of men? On a 1 to 10 scale, what was my level of anger?
Are we talking about going all the way back to cavemen?
No, go back to 5 years.
5 years?
2 years. Go back 2 months. Go back a week.
Are you saying that you have improved in your level of anger?
No, what I'm saying is that I wasn't that mad. Okay, you know who should be mad? I swatted a fly, and that fly met a more aggressive, untimely death. He got swatted.
I think that maybe you should take up yoga and meditation.
Oh, Jesus
I
Christ.
really do. I feel like you.
You want to get me pissed off? Let me talk to some guy or some girl. Stretch. I would flip out.
No, you need to. First of all, you can't even do any of those stretches. You've had a hard time with the yoga.
No,
when
okay.
I had you do it.
No men do yoga.
No, well, you should.
Why?
Well, because you should be able to touch your toes and stuff.
Noah, will you Google this? Did George Patton do yoga? Did Patton do yoga? Google that for me.
Oh, I'm on the
Say no.
Huh?
I can already tell you now.
Right, of course
on the
not.
page.
Okay, Noah, let's do some other men. Did Robert Mitchum do yoga? You know who did yoga?
Who?
Sean Penn.
You know who does it though?
Sean Penn.
No, also the CEO of Twitter.
Oh, yeah, he's a billionaire. He shouldn't need yoga.
He also barely eats because he believes that
I didn't eat today. That wasn't my mess. It was not my mess.
But I didn't even complain. I just started cleaning it up.
Okay, but it wasn't my mess. You don't get to complain to me. It wasn't my mess. I worked all day. I sat at one computer. I had a very frustrating conversation with Tom Bowen, our ad rep, who made me nuts because his ad department did a crappy ad.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about that on.
If Tom Bowen isn't watching this podcast,
Talk about that. Hello.
I love Tom Bowen.
Uh-huh.
How many years have I complained about that art department?
A long time.
How many years?
I can't even tell
It
you.
goes back to print ads.
Yeah.
Okay, now, on a 1 to 10 scale, where would you put my anger?
Okay, I just want to point out that one of our Mike wrote in that meditation is a good alternative if you don't do yoga, and he said take it from an angry man. It does work.
What does he do?
He does meditation.
Yeah, what's his pronoun? What's his pronoun? What's your pronoun, Mike?
It's just Mike. It's just Mike. And Tom the Dragon says slam is acceptable. I don't think so.
Yes, it is. And can I tell you something? The reason I was angry, Mike, is I was meditating about the problems I had today. All day long, I ruminated and I stewed.
You did stew. You did stew. Yeah, it was not pleasant to come home to that.
Okay, can you please? Would you say today we need to go to counseling for my level of anger?
No, I didn't say that.
It's a good
I
thing
said you need.
I'll slam something right now.
I said you need to meditate, but you need it for your own happiness. You
I
need to
was
get into
very
a good
happy.
zen, a good juju, a good place to be. You
know
do.
what? Listen, I'm going to tell you something. This is the difference, and this is what's getting lost today. Pardon my throat. I talked all day. What's getting lost is the art of being a man. That's what's getting lost.
No.
Noah paints his fingernails.
Yes, no, he didn't paint his fingernails. But what I'm saying is when you get very upset about something and you have this reaction of just being so upset, I think it's just not healthy for you. It's just
If
not.
Dr. Phil was here right now,
And Dr. Phil would agree with me.
you know what Dr. Phil would say?
What?
50 years ago, you'd give her one.
I'd give it right back to you.
I would be so afraid. I think today, you have to understand something. Today, everybody but me had some type of social outlet.
Vinny, you can go places. First of all, we have a 9-year-old, so I'm not going to have
She
her.
was having social.
Of course, she has a good social life.
Okay, but okay, we can't talk about why I was mad.
No, we can't.
But I wasn't that mad.
Okay.
Well, let me meditate.
let's-
Let me meditate. I'm getting pissed off again. ahead.
So anyway, let's talk about the other thing that I did today. You had me go out and buy tickets for the Mega Millions. So that's $800,000.
No, 800 million.
I mean, 800 million.
$800 million.
Yeah, 800 million.
I think it's 860 now.
Yeah, it's something huge. So, but did you hear about what the founder of, it's called Raising Cane's, it's a chicken fingers restaurant. He has 700 restaurants. And
He already hit the lottery.
I know, but he then took $100,000 and bought 50,000 tickets to represent his 50,000 employees for the lottery tonight. It took 8 hours to print all those tickets up.
Oh my God.
8 hours. And his intention is if one of the tickets hits, he will split all the money with all of his employees.
Wow, that's such a nice premise.
It is.
And I think if he wins, it's going to piss off a lot of people because he had an unfair advantage. He could buy.
So something like $800 million. How much would taxes would be on that?
Half.
Half. Okay.
Half. The government, and you know, I love the government.
Right. Sure.
They do everything efficiently, and they would take half of the chicken employees' money. Now,
but if he would have to claim that they all purchased it together, so it wouldn't be a gift that he's giving them, correct?
He would have to give them a gift. He's not going to be able to get away with saying we all pulled our money. So he would be able to take, this is my accounting acumen on display. His cost basis for the winnings would be the cost of the tickets. And then he would have to gift to all his employees.
He couldn't say that they all purchased it together off him and
I mean, if
50,000 people?
If I was the IRS, I would call bullshit on that.
But how is that different than a party of 13 all buying the tickets
Because
together?
the party of 13 is all putting their money in. The only way he'd get away with it is if he said to all his employees, you're all going to contribute $2 or whatever
Gotcha.
Okay. Now listen, I'm not an accountant.
Right.
But that would make sense to me. And I think the government would care because the tax bill on $800 million at, I'm going to guess 38%. Maybe if he distributes it out, it'd be 500,000 each. Some of those people might end up paying a lower than 30. Again, I'm guessing.
Right.
It doesn't matter because this is what I think is going to happen. If he wins, it'll mean that we did not win.
Right. Well, also though, I was thinking if you have $100,000 that you can piss away on buying lottery tickets,
correct,
then you don't need that money. And while it's a nice morale booster, let's say,
if he wins and he gives it to him,
right. Well, his intentions are that he's going to give it to him. So if he wins, so they would have a court case. That what? Why are you shaking your head?
Here's what's going to happen. He's going to win. He's going to go into his lawyer, and his lawyer's going to go, you have a contract saying you're going to give them the money? You have some type of binding agreement? No? You're out of your effing mind. And he's going to go, you're right. This would ruin their lives. I don't want to be the kind of guy to ruin other people's lives.
No, but I was thinking about in terms of us, because we are finally doing something for some of our employees tomorrow, and then we are going to do another party for our Connecticut employees. So tomorrow,
you better clarify because, like, we have Connecticut employees, Cece, Candy.
No, I know.
They
but
watch all the time.
I know. We're gonna do something for them.
But you should tell them that I'm the one that said don't invite them all the way down here.
Yes, it did.
Because it's inconvenient for them.
It is super inconvenient to drive down for that. So because if you're going to have to drive for a company party,
right?
You know, a long distance.
We're going to drive up.
We're going to drive up, right?
So I just want you to know, because I think you're watching, Cece and Candy and Viviana,
right?
And Vince might be watching. Your party's coming before mid-August,
right? So, but tomorrow, well, it was also very last minute too. So tomorrow we're taking our employees to a water park. And from 11 to 5, they get to have a good time.
Is Noah going?
Noah's going, yeah.
Of course Noah's going.
Yeah.
This is what I can't wait to hear at the water park.
What?
Is that thing with the painted nails a man or a woman?
Stop it. Stop it. So,
Is your girl coming?
Yes, she is.
Oh, good.
I talked to her.
I love Noah, by the way.
Yeah.
Noah, if we hit that lottery, I'm going to feel bad firing Noah for a better version of Noah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, but I feel that we are not, I mean, we don't have $100,000 to buy lottery tickets for our employees.
Vicky, the reason we're buying the lottery ticket is we don't have $100,000. That's why we're buying the tickets. I mean,
That is a good point, Vinny.
yeah,
That is a good point.
we're buying
So-
tickets so we can have bread and milk money.
Yeah. So, Denise is going to a water park tomorrow too. Denise,
Who
we
is?
might see you.
Who?
Denise Hofield.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get back to the lottery.
Right. Yeah. So we got into it a little bit upstairs
We can do a lot of it.
about the lottery, and because we have different visions of what we would do with the money, in which we've talked about this in the past, and I'm sure Todd remembers the conversation, and Ron Ginsburg. So we've talked about it at the club before. How I would
Can I
like to
just
give
say
some
one
of the
thing?
money away.
Ginsburg and Hart Pence. Mm-hmm. If you don't side with me on all issues tonight, you get goose eggs when I hit that lottery. Goose eggs. All issues. Go ahead.
So upstairs, you said that if we won, you wanted to buy a $5 million boat. $5 million.
But I immediately said, I'll buy it used. We'll get it for $3 million.
Right. And so what did I say? I said, no. That's the upkeep would be crazy expensive. It would be so much. And then Noah happened to come up into the kitchen, and then you asked Noah. And so he had no idea what I said. And he said the same thing. You have to buy, pay for crew and you have the upkeep and everything else. It's just a lot of money.
That kind of money, you got a guy. You get a guy, got a guy. It does the boat. You pick up the phone. Hey, do the boat. You want to know something? If I buy that boat, I'm making Noah the guy.
You know what? What would happen if you buy that boat? We're going to be on Lifetime with all those other losers that won the lottery.
Okay, how?
And they say how they lost all the money, how their life is ruined.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't want a McLaren. I'll drive my van. Mm-hmm. I want a boat. How many millions can I blow out of the 800 million am I allowed to spend on a boat? I can't believe we're having a real argument over a fictitious lottery win.
I know, but okay, so I'll make an agreement with you. You can buy your boat.
Okay, Mommy, what else can I get?
I did not. Well, I went out and purchased them, the tickets.
What are you going to buy?
I want to give money away to charity.
Holy, for shit's sake, that's not happening.
Yes.
And if the boat name is charity, it ain't happening. Okay? Let me tell you something. Every couple of weeks, I have a homeless kid on the boat.
You are out of control today.
Listen to me. How much money you want to give to charity?
I don't
and
know.
what charity?
I don't know yet.
Okay, I don't want to give it to charity. I'll settle with this. I'll buy a smaller boat. Mm-hmm. $2 million.
Okay.
And I will we'll take some money and we'll go create a legit charity that legit helps people, not with some CEO who's on the boat that I want to buy with money from the guy with the bell on during Christmas. Jingle, jingle, jingle. Throw some coins
Are
in.
you talking about the Salvation Army?
You're damn right I am. You're damn right I am.
Well, then I hate to tell you, I always give them money.
Yeah, I know. And you know what the owner of the Salvation Army's boat is named? Jingle, 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 Chris Kringle. Listen to me. Would you do that? A $2.5 million boat. Your house in Florida. Mm-hmm. Spend whatever you want. I don't give a shit. I'm not going to limit you. And then we go do some charitable work.
Yeah, that's
But
fine.
hands on, get our hands dirty.
Right.
Okay?
No, that's fine. I'll agree to that.
By the way, all bullshit aside, how many years did I do Operation Smile for free?
Oh, no, you did. And you left family vacations on our own expense to fly home, do Operation Smile, and fly back.
I made more money for them than any other auctioneer.
Yes.
How about what I do for the Boys and Girls Club of Trenton.
No, yes, you do.
Okay.
You do you do a lot of charity. You really do a lot of charity. I just feel that if you come into money like that, it's your societal duty to give some back. That's
I
all.
have always given back. How much have I done for young Ukrainian strippers? That's a joke.
I didn't say anything. I don't know. That's not ringing a bell.
No, we've always donated. We've always done. So I'm on board with that, but I get the boat immediately.
Yeah, you
tomorrow
do get
morning.
the boat.
Let me tell you what's going to happen. Tomorrow, I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning. Okay? The first thing that happens, water park is canceled.
So Todd Harpence just said, give it to St. Jude. Actually, Todd, we actually just made a pretty hefty donation to St. Jude, but I would definitely give it more money to St. Jude. Yeah.
I would do work, and I would only give money to an organization if I could see that the money had a direct impact. I would rather take $10 million and build a legitimate, state-of-the-art, homeless
Right.
rehabilitation shelter where I run it
Right.
my way. You get in here 8 a.m., you go to work, you come home at 5 p.m., okay? You take all that money you made, goes back into your life. I would have to run it, though. Like
Right.
everything else, I have to run it.
I know.
Because if I don't run it, it doesn't run right.
If you don't do it, Vinny doesn't know it doesn't happen right. Okay.
Half my concern about this boat is that the captain's not going to drive the damn thing right.
Well, Ron Ginsberg wants to know what we would do with our other boat. Ron, really, at that point, our $2 million boat would eat our little boat.
Yeah. You know what? I think Ginsberg's putting in for the boat. I think Ginsberg is angling for the boat. Ron, you play your cards right tonight. You can have the boat tomorrow.
Yeah, you can have it.
Can we do our ad real quick? Mudwater. Oh my God. This is Mudwater. Noah, scream it loud. How good is Mudwater?
It's great.
It's great. I'm on my Mudwater tonight. Vicky's on her. What are you on?
I drink Airborne. I like Airborne. It tastes good. I like Airborne. So when I was the next topic that I
Wait,
want.
before you go, how much money would you want to give away?
I don't know. Let's see. Before,
Are you giving away more than I get on the boat?
I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet.
We're going to need separate lawyers for this one. We need separate lawyers. Go ahead.
So anyway, while I was in line for the lottery tickets, there was a man behind me, and then another man came through the door. And the man that came through the door was in between our age, not in particularly good shape, but whatever. He comes,
Shamer.
No. But it's funny because what I'm about to say.
Why was it funny, Vicky?
Because I don't even know how it happened. The guy behind me goes, "Hey, man." The other's like, "Hey, man." And he goes, "Hey, you working there now?" Because it said a bar's name across the T-shirt. And he goes, "Yeah, I'm bouncing there." Oh, you're getting a phone call. Who's calling you?
Jesus.
Oh, okay. Well, don't answer right
No,
now.
I can't answer
Yeah.
now.
So,
I'm going to text him.
yeah.
I'll listen to text.
Okay. So he says to the guy, "Hey, you working there now?" And he goes, "Yeah, I bounce there 5 nights a week." And he says, "Oh, well, where else are you working?" And he goes, "Nowhere. I'm there full time." And he goes, the guy behind me goes, "So what else do you do then?"
Oh, my God.
To which the man goes, "Just this." And he goes, "So where's your real job?"
Oh, my God.
I mean, it was uncomfortable how long this is going on because I'm in the middle of them.
Wait,
While I'm in line,
he's not even the next in line? He's having the conversation with you in the middle?
I'm in the middle,
Holy shit.
and there's someone in front of me. He's standing here, and the other guy's behind me. Why I say he wasn't in particularly good shape is like maybe because he was paunchy and not in good shape that he.
Which
thinks
one
that-
was paunchy?
The bouncer.
The fat bouncer?
Yeah. So he was in bad shape. So then the guy behind me goes, oh. And he pauses for a second and then goes, "So it's good money then, right?" And also, like, such a rude question. To which he goes, "No, it's terrible."
Can I ask you a question?
And wait, one second.
Go ahead.
And then he goes, no, it's terrible. To which the other guy goes, so what'd you do before this then?
Oh my God.
Very uncomfortable conversation that just transpired. Yeah.
And they're both, so the 3 people online.
Well, there's one in front of me. The guy that just walked in the doors, now he stopped right there. And instead of moving over to have the conversation, they're having the conversation over me.
Oh my God.
So, I mean, it was a real moment of like putting your foot in your mouth.
Yeah.
And which made me think of what happened this weekend at the club.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You want to talk about that?
well, I think we should talk about that because
You think anyone will have a problem with that?
no, I don't. But I think that people should listen. Everybody has a moment, right? Everybody has a moment.
I've never
where-
had a moment.
You have plenty. But everyone has a moment where you don't think before you say and something comes out wrong. But like in this instance, in the lottery line, he was persistent. Like he just wouldn't let it go. And clearly if something happened in your life and you had to make a huge career change that wasn't necessarily a profitable career change, perhaps something happened in this person's life. But you certainly wouldn't be talking about it in the 7-Eleven over 2 other people going back and forth and being persistent.
And were they all buying lottery tickets?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he's buying them. Okay. He's in the same boat we're in. Everybody in that line had shit going on.
Right. But this weekend, somebody put their foot in their mouth pretty bad.
I think it was so funny.
Yeah.
I could say the names.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I told you this story, so.
Just
we're
leave out the person that put their foot in their mouth's name.
I don't think I'm gonna.
I think you should.
Why? All right. I'll do it nice. God.
Thank you.
God. You're so woke. You know what? It'd be good. Okay, I'll leave the name out.
Okay.
And if this person calls me tomorrow and says, thank you for leaving the name out, I'll never say the name. If he doesn't, next week I'm saying the name, address, and phone number.
Okay, go on.
All right. So one of our former employees walked into the business
Right.
and was talking to one of our current managers,
Right.
Patty. And Patty is how old is Patty?
No, I'm not saying that. That's so rude, Vinny. Oh my God. Go on.
Okay. So Patty has been working for us for 2 years? 3 years?
Try 6.
Wow. Time to move on, Patty.
Maybe someone you're having put your foot in your own mouth, Vincent.
Oh my God. You know what it is? I try and tune her out at work.
Oh, stop it. We love Patty. Go on.
No, it seemed like a shorter time period because she's so good.
Yeah,
She's so efficient and she's such a good employee. But boy, I can't believe it's 6 years.
It actually might be.
Oh, that's right. She was at the big reorg right before the pandemic.
Right. But I want to say, yeah, I think it's been about 6 years, 6 or 7 years. Go on.
Okay, so Patty, 2 years ago, lost some weight.
Right.
And this other employee has not been with us since before pandemic.
Right.
Was in talking to us, and he walks in. You had a seat. You weren't there.
No, I wasn't.
I'll tell you something. It was awkward because he walked in and he completely madmaned her. You know what I mean? Madman.
Well, I think you should explain it.
Okay,
Yeah.
he walked in like she's a secretary in 1955 and goes, and he wears glasses and he's tall.
Right.
And he's looking her up and down. And not for nothing. I love the guy. But it's like, okay, it's not 1952.
Yeah.
And he looks her up and down and he says something to the effect of, oh, you lost a lot of weight. You were heavy before. And I'm like, oh. And so Patty handled it very well.
Right.
And we were all like, hey, that's a little
Right.
that's a little rough. 15 yards unnecessary reference. So I try and diffuse it. And I go, well, what about me? I lost weight. And he goes, well, you always look good. And I'm like, oh my God.
So rude.
So rude.
So rude.
And he made it like she was heavy
Right.
before. And she wasn't.
No.
She wasn't.
Nowhere near. Yeah.
And so we were all laughing, but she handled it so well because she just laughs. Like she's got a pretty thick skin.
She does. Well, she was a court officer in the city. So, I think she knows how to handle it herself. So
You know,
she definitely
I'll
has
tell you
thick
how good
skin.
she is. I don't know if you were there. Yeah, you were there, right? You were there for the how I started headlining comment, right?
No.
Oh, you don't know that comment? Mm-mm. So Pat, that's what I call her when I'm mad. Pat, we were all outside talking, and I was talking to someone, telling them the story of the club. And I said, well, the way I started to become a headliner, and
Right.
Patty goes, you opened the club, right?
So Todd said Patty, Lauren, and Derek are amazing people. They are amazing people. Todd,
They
we're
are,
very-
Todd.
Yeah, they
And
are.
you better hope that they hit the lottery and they pay you. Because you
Well-
didn't say we were amazing.
Jan Derek agrees with me that no one needs $800 million. I agree. Like, Jan, no one needs that.
Hey, Jan, stay in your lane, okay? Because I won't have 800 million because the government taking 460 million. The government taking half.
So Sharon Frederick said she should come out of retirement and apply for a job for us.
Who should?
Sharon Frederick. Remember Sharon Frederick?
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Sharon Frederick is watching.
Yes.
I love Sharon. She was so much fun to deal with. What
Yeah.
a nice person. And I'll tell you, Sharon, not the same since you and Ed left. Tony Balomo sends me just a crappy I got a crappy birthday card. I'm shaking it for a gift card. Tony Balomo sent me like a birthday card. And then he called me, did you get the card? Yeah, I got the card. Did you forget to stuff it?
So I want to move on to weird news because I have two things on weird news.
Love it.
And I don't know, time's flying. We're already a half hour in. Like, it's
Did we
just,
show any pictures yet?
no, I don't. I actually today didn't have any pictures because I should.
I sent pictures of what?
Bruce, the whole staff,
Oh, we'll do it at the end.
Bailey, and Diaz.
And Todd said he doesn't need to tell us how much he loves us.
You don't, Todd. I
Yeah,
know you love
yeah.
us. And us, what you mean by that is you love Vicky and I'm along for the ride.
Yeah. So anyway, what
Got two weird news.
okay, weird news. So the first weird news is, do we have our weird news graphic? Okay. So our first thing is, which I was very sad when I saw the headline. It was very sad.
Yeah, I think I know the story.
Was that Tony Dow died from Leave It to Beaver.
Yeah.
Very upset. Tony,
Wally, right? Wally?
Yeah, he played Wally.
He was the son, right? It was Wally and Beaver.
Wally and Beaver. Wally was the older one. And, you know, for me, it was very reminiscent of my childhood because it played on reruns and we would sit.
Vicky had to point out that she's too young. She's too young. You had to sit that in.
No, but it was. We would watch that and Flipper. And
Flipper.
Yeah, Flipper. So I really liked Leave It to Beaver. But it was at a time where, you know, color TV was on, but those were all black and white. And so it was just felt like, I don't know, there was something about it, right?
Of course.
And so I was bummed when I saw the post.
Very sad.
That Tony Dow had passed. And then I saw the corrected statement that while he is sick and he is on hospice, he's alive. And at first I read that it was one of his employees that made the mistake. That, you know, which first of all, doesn't it feel weird to have the obituary and the statement already done
Oh, yeah.
before you've passed?
Yeah.
Like, that's weird.
Yeah.
That you've already gone ahead and written that and you have it ready to go.
It's like saying, look, Tony, all your accomplishments are definitely in the rearview mirror. You're just riding it out. We can punch us out.
It just seems like someone's got a checklist
Yeah.
and said, I wrote the obituary. I wrote the statement already.
Oh, my God.
So he puts it, they put it out. And at first I thought, oh my God, that employee is going to be in so much trouble. And we get pissed at our employees. Like, if they bring a hamburger to the wrong table, we're like, you know, come on, it's their night out. You got to think before you do, blah, blah, blah.
But we don't do it like we're puppets. Come on. A hamburger. You gotta. It's right out of Team America.
I was just going to say that. I was just going to say Team America. So anyway, that was the first story that came out, that it was in employees. The next story it was actually his wife who thought he was dead. And he's wasn't dead.
Shit. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Tony, good
good
news
night,
and bad
Todd.
news.
Good night. I hope you have a good call with your sister. Todd has to jump off.
Good night, Todd.
Call. Yeah.
Tony, good news and bad news. You're not dead yet, but I inadvertently told the world you were.
But I don't even understand how that happened. So his wife of 42 years was with him and thought he passed.
She
and
had
so
the pillow over his face.
No. And she was, I guess, so distraught, she thought he died.
That's sad.
It is sad because also, to me, what's sadder is the first person you call is his publicist. Like, you don't call someone to check it out. So his son is there with his daughter-in-law, the son's wife, and they've basically put a retracted statement out and said, because it's the son's stepmother, basically saying, like, my father's wife was so distraught. She thought he passed. The statement was an error. We are with him, round the clock, and he is still alive. But that is a huge mistake to make.
That's a big mistake to make. And they're married 42 years.
42 years, yeah.
That's going to be us.
I think, though, that I would make sure.
No. Here's what your statement would be. Sometime, we're not sure when, Vinny died in the basement. We started smelling something. We closed the door to the basement. The smell got bad. We went on vacation. We came back. We found his femur.
No, okay. To clear it up for other people is because Vinny says I'm a procrastinator. And
Shall we show the dining room table?
No. And I would eventually get around to it, but it would take me a bit to get around to it.
Don't you think that I could sit for a week?
No.
Oh, Vicky.
Get out of town.
Oh, Vicky.
No.
That is very sad about Tony Down. Now,
is.
let's test your knowledge of Leave It to Beaver. What was the name of the next door neighbor?
Oh, Eddie.
Eddie what?
Eddie Haskell.
Look at Vicky. What was the father's name?
Ward.
Ward
Beep Cleaver.
What was?
June.
Wow.
I'm telling you, I watched all the time at Neely Donaldson's house.
Wow.
We would eat SpaghettiOs because my mother never bought them. And we would eat SpaghettiOs and watch Leave It to Beaver.
It's such a great show. Who is Fred's wife?
You mean Ethel?
Yeah, look at you. Let's do one more. Norton's wife.
Oh, Trixie.
What? Amazing. See, I'll tell you something. That makes me happy. Because you like all the shows I like.
We've been together for 27 years. We've already covered this at some point. So,
have I told you how much I love you on this podcast?
All right, let's not do that. So, okay. And
tell them what happened last night.
Okay. That's just annoying. So the other weird news I have is, I wish I had a picture of this. I really do wish I have it. So I want everyone to look it up. There's these two people in Great Britain that don't wear clothes. She's 32 years old. Her partner looks to be somewhere in his 40s. And she says that clothes make her feel anxious. So she doesn't wear clothes. And that they rarely put on clothes to go into the supermarket.
What?
Yep. So instead, they forage in the wild for food. However, everybody in the comments was like, we call bullshit because, one, Britain gets very cold. And so you're naked all the time. But the other thing is that I thought of is she looked too heavy to just forage in the wild. So, like, if you're just foraging in the wild, you're going to be rail thin.
Yeah, you would think that you'd be a little leaner.
You would be rail thin.
Now, find a lot of Twinkies in the wild.
No. And so, and she's not. And so I just thought it was, I don't know, such a, like, weird story.
These are organic, free-range Twinkies.
Well, and then they were upset because they were targeted on July 4th by a motorist who, it's not funny because they could have been seriously hurt. But they ride their bike everywhere naked. Everywhere naked. And a motorist got pissed and pushed them off on their bike. And so then they said they were traumatized by that.
Yeah, but I'd be traumatized by seeing some fat ass naked on a bike.
Well, I also, people were like, listen, you're going to be naked what about kids and
Yeah.
everything else? Right.
Yeah.
And so they said they were traumatized by that experience. But I have to feel like there must have been more experiences than just getting the push off the bike. That if
First of all, you ride a bike naked, the bike seat's ruined. No one else can ever ride that
well,
bike.
that's what everybody said. Like everyone's like, no one's stealing those bikes.
Oh, it's nasty.
Yeah, it's
so nasty.
so nasty. But then apparently they have a bunch of other people that they hang out with that are naked, and because then they went to their forage leader's house.
They're what?
Forage. There's a forage leader
Okay.
who they went to their house for a little respite to hang out
Oh, God.
and regroup before they went back out naked. And so apparently in Great Britain and in Wales, it's not illegal to be naked.
It's not.
It's not. The only way it's illegal if it's intended to upset or shock people.
Then it's illegal.
But that's what I said. This
It's
seems
illegal.
like this should be illegal.
Yes.
If your whole reason for not wearing clothes is because it makes you anxious,
Yeah.
it should be illegal.
Again, this is the problem with all the world.
Mm-hmm.
An absence of men. And that man that ran him off the road, he deserves a medal. Obviously, I'm not advocating for violence.
No.
I'm kidding. But this is, we're at a point in society now where freaks can just do what they want, and we're supposed to just say, oh, well, that's okay. That's what they're into. No, that's why you have to go move to the Aboriginal areas of Australia or go to New Zealand and go off in the woods and be naked. You don't drive down the street to London naked.
Well, that was the weird thing. In all the pictures that they posted, they're in very touristy areas.
Yeah.
So it's for the shock value. Like if you truly wanted to be,
How many followers they have on Instagram? Who are they? If they have more followers than me, what's the name?
her name is Sadie
Huh?
Sadie Tan.
How do you spell it?
Sadie is SADIE
SADDIE.
DIE. Tan is her last name. TANN.
TANN. Sadie Tan.
Sadie Tan.
Sadie.
Yeah.
Okay. I see Sadie Tanner.
No. Well, maybe she doesn't have Instagram.
Well, whatever they do in London.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I see. I just think she's doing it for some other.
Right. Phil said maybe she's just a great forager. But I said, I don't think so. Listen, if they had said they dumpster dived, okay, now I get it.
Is that Philtastic, Phil?
Yeah.
Hey, if you're watching, go to. I sent it out to our staff.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you do it?
Did I do what?
Did you nominate Phil?
Oh, no.
Then you didn't see it.
No, I you know what? I think I was walking by when you were saying
It's not too late.
Okay.
I did it. You have to do it.
All right, I
Get our
will do
staff
it.
to do it tomorrow. We're going to be together tomorrow.
Oh, yes, we are. We're
Okay.
going to all be together at
He's
the water
a big
park.
supporter. He's a
Yeah,
talented
love
guy.
him.
He's a great guy. No, you'll do that for me too, right? You nominate Phil. Phil's into comic books and whatnot
Yeah.
because he's not a full-grown responsible man, but he is.
No, he's an amazing artist. He
He
was
really
an
is
amazing
an amazing
artist.
artist.
He's an amazing
And
artist.
so I
Yeah.
nominated him in the, I forget what it's called, the comic. Phil, what's it called? It's called.
Phil, its nominations are closed, but thanks, sir. I'll find out if I made the ballot on 8/19. Oh, that's Cassie's birthday. Phil, you're gonna make it.
I did it. I did
I
it.
definitely heard you making an announcement. Was it at the club?
I did it I sent emails to everybody. I sent emails. I put it on my Facebook page.
No, you made a verbal announcement. That's where I saw it. I'm having a problem
You
with
saw
my
my
emails.
verbal announcement.
No. No,
I seen it coming out. I seen the words.
Shut up.
You was like a cartoon.
No, but listen.
You was like a comic book, in fact.
You were making an announcement. I thought wasn't it Saturday night and I had Cassie there. That's what I meant. Like I could have swore I was like pulling Cassie away.
And you
Thought it
saw
was at
my
the
words
club.
in a big bubble.
Shut up.
Phil, would you make me a piece of artwork about Vicky seeing my announcement? Phil, please, if you send it to me, I'll be so happy. It's just me talking with a big thing that Vicky sees.
Right. So
Well, good luck, Phil. I'm pulling for you.
No, I am too, Phil. I really am. And Jan Derricks just said that they made it legal to be naked on the beaches in Nantucket. It's like so crazy.
How does Jan know that? Weirdo. Sounds like Jane got a ticket or two.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, we better get going. It's
We better.
8:44.
Good fun podcast.
Yeah. So, thank you all very much for spending Tuesday night with us. We love everyone.
Love it.
Yeah.
Vinny_brand. Vinny_brand. TikTok, YouTube. What's the YouTube channel, Noah? Just Vinny Brand. Vinny Brand on YouTube. Vinny_brand on Instagram. Vinny_brand on TikTok. And like the Facebook page. Please take a second, go like it, and follow Vinny Brand Comedian. When are you doing your TikTok and your
I probably will never do TikTok.
Oh, it's the most addictive
It's a
thing
waste of time. Don't. Well, the segment.
You're unbelievable. You're unbelievable. You're watching Vinny's TikToks. What a loser you are. What a jackass.
Oh my God.
You're the worst. I saw your words, loser, on your TikTok.
Oh my God. All right. All right. Have a good night, everyone. Watch the TikToks.
I don't know what Minnie Mouse just said, but thanks for tuning in. And Vicky saw your words. I love you all. Next